Hello and welcome to today's session. So we had been speaking about the AP ICET preparation for all of you. Yesterday what we covered was the important aspect of functional grammar, and we're going to continue with functional grammar. Now before that, yesterday I was talking in brief about the assessment tool that has been built by APSSDC so that you can go ahead and practice. So let's take a quick look. For some reason it's not loading, but I'm going to show you how the screens do look like. So this is basically the assessment tool. The link is not going to be visible, so I have put it together on a separate slide for you. So here is the link: http://jobskills.apssdc.in/sdc-assessment. This is the link on which you can practice your AP ICET exam. So please go ahead and log into this website, and once you do so, it will take you to the assessment tool. Now the question is, in case if you do not have an ID and password, what should you do? In that case, there is a separate procedure I'm going to tell you soon, but you can click on the user ID and password. Your user ID is your Aadhaar number, and password is for those students who have already registered. You would remember the password anyways. And then you come to this particular screen where you need to enter test 1 without the space. Here they have used the space, but the space should not be used. If you are taking the first test, you need to enter test 1. If you are taking the second test, you will enter test 2, so on and so forth. So just mention this here on this search bar. Once you do so, you will get this instruction menu. It has it shows how many questions are there, what is the stipulated time, and you need to click on the start button. Once you click on the start button here, the questions will start with the countdown timer. You can select which area you want to take the test in, and the countdown timer begins. So you can select from this menu which area you want the test to be the questions from, and once you do that, the questions will appear like this. So go to that particular question, select your answer, and keep scrolling down, and once you are done, please do submit the answer. It says submit test, so please do submit. Now in case if you have finished your stipulated time, the assessment will get submitted automatically. So please do remember that you need to submit. I will quickly check if I am able to open the link. For some reason it's not working, so something is wrong with the internet today. Just give me a moment, I'm just trying to fix this here. All right. So while I fix the internet, I want to continue with the grammar portion for your AP ICET preparation. Now before that, let me quickly show you what is the pattern. Now the pattern is you will have a total of 3 sections in your question paper. Now these 3 sections will be about analytical ability, mathematical ability, and communication ability. These 3 sections will have a total of 200 questions. Section C, communication ability, which I am talking about, it will have vocabulary, business and computer terminology, functional grammar, and reading comprehension. If you see, the total number of questions is 200, and the time allocated is 2.5 hours. And each question has 1 mark each, and there is no negative marking. So you need to answer all these accurately within the stipulated time in order to score well. The syllabus for communication ability is vocabulary, business and computer terminology, functional grammar, and reading comprehension. Vocabulary and business terminology has 10 questions each. Functional grammar has 15 questions, and reading comprehension will have a total of 3 passages with 5 questions each. So this is the entire number of questions you will have in communication ability. All right. Now, functional grammar is something which we started the other day. You may be aware of all this, which we have covered. We spoke about adjective and types of adjective. Now we will talk about verb and verb type. So what do we mean by verb? It says the verb signals an action, an occurrence, or a state of being, whether mental, physical, or mechanical. Verb always expresses activity. Basically, verb always expresses action. Wherever there is an action, there is verb. And whenever there is an action, there has to be a tense. Did the action happen in the past? Is it present or future? Okay? So when it comes to communication ability, let me just show you a quick example. Verb in English have 4 basic parts. Base form, the ing form. There is something called a base form which is happening right now. For example, I eat cake. That's a base form. So eat. I work hard. I play cricket. That's the base form of verb. Then we have the ing form. What do we mean by ing form? Ing form basically means a continuous way. For example, I am playing cricket right now. I am eating the cake right now. Or I am working. I cannot meet you. I am working. So when you have an ing format or ing form, so basically what happens is it's a continuous form. Clear? Then we have the past tense and the past participle format. Now there are a lot of words when it picks a past form from a base form, the word itself changes. For example, if I have the word eat, that's a base form. But if I have to use the past form, that will be ate. For example, if I have the base form which is drink, the ing will be drinking, but the past will be drank. So the word changes, but some straightforward words, for example, pay becomes paid, say becomes said. So it changes according to the word. So you need to understand the entire structure. Okay. Now the best way to be good in terms of your communication ability is to practice. So let me quickly show you so this is the link which I opened, which I showed you in the, for example, okay, here we go. So when I open this particular, when I click on this particular link, when I click on this is what I will get. So this is, I have been given a user ID and password so that I can show it to you guys. So click on login. The moment you click on login, you will come across this screen which says welcome to assessment session. Wish you all the best. Enter TEST 1, 2, 3, 4, whatever. Okay. Don't use a space in between and keep it all lowercase. Test 1. So I want to try the test 1 first. Then click on submit. The moment you click on submit, it will show you what is the total number of questions, what is the duration, and it says each question carries 1 mark, negative marking is 0, there is no negative marking, and click on start test. The moment I click on start test, you will have, okay, for some reason this is not showing up, just a moment. Let me try with test 1 again. Okay, so here you need to pick which section you want to pick. For example, I am picking verbal ability. I pick verbal ability and here are the questions. Okay, sorry. So question number 1, let me expand this a little bit so that it's easier for you to see, but it's not really working. So I pick a particular answer. So whenever I'm clicking on a particular answer, the whole box is getting highlighted. Okay. So once I do this, I need to click on submit test, and it says all answers saved successfully. The moment I do that, it shows me which one is the correct option, which one, what is, it basically gives me the feedback. What is the correct and what is the incorrect option. All right. Now, if you want to go to the next test, you need, I don't know, so I can use the back button. I log in again. So let me try test 2 now. So here we have ICET 2. So let me click on that. So you have all the questions here. Okay. So a total, I see a total of 190 questions. Ideally, it should be 200 questions in the question paper, but it shows only 190 here. I don't know what is wrong. I need to inform APSSDC so that they get it fixed. All right. So read the entire instruction and start answering these questions. So I hope this is clear. So in case if you have any kind of clarification you need or doubts, please do post on the YouTube link. I will take a look and provide you with the answer and provide you with the responses. Clear? All right, let's move forward. We were talking about functional grammar. So here we go in terms of the base form, ing form, the past tense form, and the past participle form. All right. For example, if the base form is work, I say working or worked for past tense. Play becomes played. Listen becomes listened. All right. Now let's understand one thing very clearly in terms of. I want to show you. I want to talk about something very important where people usually go wrong with the grammar forms. All right. If I am writing a particular phrase without the word did, then how the form should be. And if I use the phrase with did or didn't, then what happens? I'll quickly show you. For example, so I have the word which is I played football yesterday. All right. Now, if I use the did form here, or if I make it a question, now one thing you will notice, when I don't have the did form, my action or my verb carries the past tense form. But the moment I use the did word, the did form, my verb carries the base form. Please remember, if you are using did or didn't, your verb will have the base form only. For example, I didn't know. I cannot say I didn't knew. This is wrong. For example, I didn't eat. You can't say I didn't eat. So let me mark this in red so that we know that this is incorrect. And this is correct. Okay. So I didn't eat is correct. I didn't eat is incorrect. All right. For example, I didn't play. I didn't played is incorrect. So basically, whenever I have the the didn't or did form, my verb will be base form only. So please do remember that. All right. Now let's look at some questions for practice purpose. Question number 1. Hi, I dash you in a long time. How have you been? So I was seen you in a long time. I saw. I haven't seen you. I hadn't seen you. If I have to pick option D, it's incorrect. If it's hadn't, then I wouldn't be seeing that person now. So C, option C is the correct answer. I haven't seen you in a long time. How have you been? Basically, when we meet people, we say, I haven't met you for so long. How are you doing? So that is what this particular sentence means. Question number 2. Yesterday, I dashed to see my grandparents. Yesterday, I go. Yesterday, I have gone. Yesterday, I gone. Yesterday, I went. Please read, understand, and respond. The question stem starts with past tense. So in the option, you need to figure which is the appropriate or the correct past tense form. All right. If you use the word gone, it's incorrect. It should be went. Yesterday, I went to see my grandparents. All right. Number 3. Some people say that it is better to dash for today. Some people say that it is better to is living, better to living, better to lives, better to live for today. This is very, very easy, very straightforward. Option D is the correct answer. Some people say that it is better to live for today. Question number 4. Have you ever dashed to Canada? Have you ever been to Canada? Be to Canada? Been to Canada? Have been to Canada? I already have the have form. I don't want to use it again. So, have you ever been to Canada? So, option C is the correct option. Number 5. Albert doesn't like dash on weekends. Albert doesn't like working on weekends. Albert doesn't like to work on weekends. Albert doesn't like work on weekends. Answer 1 and 2 are correct. So please read and then think and understand and then respond. So the correct answer is option D. Answer 1 and 2 both are correct. Albert doesn't like working on weekends or Albert doesn't like to work on weekends. Question number 6. He occasionally is a headache in the morning. He occasionally should be a headache in the morning. He occasionally could be a headache in the morning. All of the above are correct. I want to make a change. He occasionally is a headache. He occasionally gets a headache. He occasionally might be a headache. He occasionally could be a headache. None of the above. The correct option is option B. He occasionally gets a headache in the morning. Number 7. I dash all the requirement for the job already. I am meeting all the requirements. I meet all the requirements. I have met all the requirements. I will meet. The person or I, first person, I haven't got the job, so I can't say I will meet here. So that is incorrect. So basically, I'm making a statement about my fitment for the job. So I will say, I have met the requirement for the job already. When I say already, that means it's past tense. So I can't use will. All right. Next, the time on the clock dash correct. The time on the clock is correct, should be correct, might be correct, could be correct, All of the above are correct. So think and tell me, what is the correct answer? So here, if I say the time on the clock is correct, or it should be correct, might be correct, or could be correct, all of them are accurate. So option E is the correct answer. Sorry. Number 9. What time are you waking up every day? What time have you woken up every day? What time do you wake up every day? All the above are correct. And the correct option is, what time do you wake up every day? So option C is the correct answer. Number 10. Jimmy dash his homework before the teacher comes. Jimmy needs to finish his homework before the teacher comes. Jimmy has to do his homework, wants to do his homework. Jimmy will complete his homework before the teacher comes. Depending on the context, all the above answers are actually correct. Grammatically, they do fit in and they are accurate. Number 11. Sorry. I dashed to the mall after school. I gone, I goed, I went. So of course, option A is that word does not exist. Option B is grammatically incorrect. So option C is the correct answer. I went to the mall after the school. Number 12. My brother dash a bear an hour ago. My brother seen a bear, saw a bear, sees a bear an hour ago. When I say an hour ago, that means it's a past tense, so option B is the correct answer. My brother saw a bear an hour ago. Number 13. Dash Mike visit his grandmother last night. Here I am talking about the previous night. Alright, so I need to use a past tense form which is did. Did Mike visit his grandmother last night? So it's a question. Number 14. Alex did not dash last weekend. Again, this is a past tense. Now I have the did form here. If I have the did form, my verb will take the base form. Alex did not work last weekend. Clear? Number 15. We dash not happy after the sad ending. Now it's we, which is a plural form. I cannot use was. If I say I was, she was, he was, it was, then it makes sense. But here we is plural, so I need to use a plural word. So we were not happy after the sad ending. Number 16. Sorry, I dash hear you at the door. I wasn't hear you. I didn't hear you. I am not hear you at the door. It should be a past tense form, and didn't is the correct option. I didn't hear you at the door. Number 17. I dash English for 2 years. Alright. Sorry. If the question stem has I am, then I can say I am studying English since 2 years. But it's for and am is missing, so I will pick option C. I studied English for 2 years. Number 18. What dash you eat for lunch today? Now this eat is a base form. I need to use the word did here. What did you eat for lunch yesterday? So remember, verb should be in sync with tense. It should talk about if it's past tense, present tense or future tense. Alright. Some more questions. Student at school dash book for their courses. Students at school given, give, are given, gives. All right. So students at school are given books at their or for their courses. Sorry, for their courses. So 16A is the correct answer. Sorry, 16C is the correct answer. Next, 17. Those boys look like their THEIR. We did this earlier. Their fathers. Classes are sometimes held at, hold on, hold at. It should be held at. That's a preposition. Should it be held at? No. At is used for time. It should be held on. On is used for a day. So classes are sometimes held on Thursday. He will dash medical studies next year. He will finish his medical studies next year. So 19D is the correct answer. Number 20. He dash a car when he was 16. He had a car. He have a car. He was having a car. Now that's a typical Hyderabadi way of talking or the literal transliteration. So please don't do that. A lot of people use the having form when it's not appropriate. For example, they say I couldn't come because I was having a headache. When you say having, it means you're consuming it. So you cannot consume a headache. Neither you can consume a car. So you can't say I'm having a car, we can go together. So that's absolutely incorrect. All right. So question number 20. He had a car when he was 16 because I'm talking about the past tense here. Number 21. We have to stop the car and buy some petrol because there dash in the tank. There aren't many. Now you can't say many because petrol is not a count noun. There isn't much is the correct answer. 21B is the correct answer. Number 22. One of the English teachers is from Mumbai. One of the teachers English, English teacher, teacher English. When I'm using the one of the form, my actual subject is one, but I'm picking it up from a plural form. So one of the English teachers is from Mumbai. Number 23. He didn't usually dash any tea when he was in London. He didn't usually drink, drank, drunk, drinks. The correct option is he didn't usually drank because I am talking about past tense when he was in London. Number 24. Only people and bicycles can cross the bridge because it is wide enough for cars. No, it's not, because it says only people and bicycles can cross. That means it's not wide enough. It's not even too wide. It's not narrow, but it's not too narrow as well, but it's narrow enough for people and bicycles. So 24C is the correct answer. Only people and bicycles can cross the bridge because it is narrow, because it is, sorry, too narrow. I didn't read the question properly. So too narrow for cars. For a car, the bridge is too narrow, but it's narrow enough for a person and bicycles. All right, that's what I meant to say. Let's move forward. Question number 25. I would love to teach by my favorite school teacher. No. I would love to be taught by my favorite school teacher again. So 25D is the correct answer. 6. The school that was opened last year dash 1,000 students. The school that was opened last year, there is 1,000 students? No. Have? No, it's only one school. Have is used for a plural form. So the school that was opened last year has 1,000 students. Number 27, the food that she is cooking the best, smells the most best, or cooking the most best. When you use a best form, that is already the superlative form, so you don't need another superlative form, right? So you can just say the food that she is cooking smells the best. 3 more questions. I'm driving a friend's car because I couldn't start mine. I couldn't start my car. So it's a possessive noun. I couldn't start mine this morning. 28, C. 29, I wouldn't go to an engineering college if I already will be an engineer, if I already am an engineer, if I already become an engineer. No, if I already were an engineer, because it's a hypothetical situation. I wouldn't go to an engineering college if I already were an engineer. Number 30, at that time, houses dash consisted of 2 or 3 rooms. How did houses were consisted? No, houses usually consisted of 2 or 3 rooms, because I'm talking about some time in the past. All right. So please do pay attention to these simple sentences, because in your ICET exam you will get these simple sentences. Tomorrow I'm going to talk about vocabulary. You will have questions in terms of determining synonyms and antonyms, these kind of questions. So your vocabulary has to be really strong when it comes to getting all the answers right. Okay, and the link that I showed you, please do practice as many times as possible. Please do register and practice. And whatever questions you have, if you do not understand something, if you need some kind of clarification, please feel free to post on the YouTube comment link. I will take a look and provide you with the answer. So I'll see you tomorrow. Tomorrow you will have your session on aptitude, section A and section B, and I will take care of section C tomorrow. Please do practice and do work hard. All the best. Thank you so much.